Hello everyone. Thank you for visiting the 603 Outsiders YouTube channel. Today we are going to brew a single cup of coffee using the Chemex. Now these used to be made down in Massachusetts. I don't know if they still are, and they've been around for decades. I remember seeing one on the counter in an old Doris Day movie where she's hollering at Rock Hudson on the telephone. Many of you will not understand that reference. Those of you that do might have brought a smile to your face. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to get 16 ounces of water, 2 cups. We're gonna put that in my trusty kettle. I'm gonna put it on the stove on high. We are then going to take our beans. Now this is about 24 grams. The recommended weight is 21.3 grams, but don't worry about that. This is what I do. I know what a full cup of coffee is supposed to feel like in my hand. I reach into my jar that's in my freezer and I pull out that. That equals one nice, beautiful cup of coffee. I love this mug. I've been using this mug for decades. I love it. I just love it. All right, so we've got our coffee warming up. No, we're not going to boil it. You want that kettle just to start talking, start rumbling, just start moving around. The water's agitated, you can hear it, but not boiling. That's about 185, 190 some degrees, 193 degrees, 195 degrees, somewhere there. Okay, so today I'm going to grind the coffee in my layman's.com grinder. I love them. They sell implements for the home that do not require electricity, and that's Lehmans. I believe they're Amish or Mennonite. So you put that in there. It's gonna be kind of loud, maybe not. Do I do this every morning? Every single morning that I don't have electricity. No, I don't use this every morning. Although sometimes it's kind of cool to go out on the porch and grind it. The birds are chirping, it's early morning, summer. Yeah, I've done it, but not that frequently. I am not a coffee snob. I am not a coffee geek. I like one good cup of coffee every day in the morning, right after I wake up. Okay, so this should be about done, and it is. So we got our coffee. I'm going to show you another trick. This just occurred to me. I'm going to be using a metal filter. Most people buy filters. I like these metal ones because there's no waste. But let's say you have no filters. Take a paper towel, fold it. There's going to be a little excess. You don't have to do this, but because I'm kind of anal retentive, I like things nice and even. You do that, then you take this corner and you bring it over here. Oh, can you hear that? She's making noise. She's done. We're gonna turn that off. You bring this corner over the same way, even with the one that you brought over. You bring this flap down here, you bring this flap down here, and voila, you have an emergency coffee filter. Did you see that? Isn't that cool? Okay, that's enough of that. So, we are going to put the coffee in the filter. We are going to add a little water because what we want to do is just get them wet. The reason being, you're going to see this begin to bloom. Because of the diffusion of carbon dioxide, that coffee is expanding as the carbon dioxide is escaping. That smells wonderful. So, we've got good bloom. It's gurgling a little bit. But what we're going to do is just start slowly putting in a little bit of water. Don't want to go too fast. The grind you use is just a normal drip grind. Doesn't have to be anything special for a pour over. Look at those gooey brown colors. Can you see that? Oh. That is so awesome. And we poured in exactly 2 cups of water. Look at that rich, foamy brown color. That's what you want to see. That's how you know the coffee is fresh. This coffee is from Brazil, Preto Mogiana. It is our darkest roast. Preto meaning black in Portuguese, and Mogiana roughly is the area from where it's grown. Now, that was 24 grams of coffee. It's a handful, more or less to your taste. 16 ounces of water, 2 cups, more or less to your taste, or depending upon the size of your cup or how much you want. The temperature, 185 to 195 degrees, somewhere in there. Oh, she's looking good. Now, I get asked all the time, does dark roast coffee have less caffeine than other coffees? Yes, it does. But not why you think, or not why a lot of roasters think. It has nothing really to do with the roasting process, or what is actually technically called pyrolysis, the inside temperature of a bean making all kinds of changes to the composition of the bean. That's not why. By my pretty close estimation, that might account for 17% of the diminution of caffeine in a dark roast, but it's not that much. The primary reason it's different is because of volume. 24 grams of a dark roast is larger in volume than a light roast. A light roast is denser, so a scoop, most people measure their coffee by a scoop. A scoop of light roast has, because of its density, has more X. Whatever X is, it has more of it in that scoop. Whereas, because dark roasts have gone through this roasting process for longer and hotter, it's expanding. That bean is expanding. So when you scoop a scoop of it, there's not as much in it. I suppose you get that. That is why. Oh, this is done. So we're going to put that in here. We're going to pour this delicious, that looks and smells so good. It is so fresh. And that is a 16-ounce cup of coffee. I'm sure you all know what a 16-ounce cup of coffee looks like. Oh, that's amazing. Dark roasts aren't my favorite. I'm a medium roast guy. Those are my favorite coffees, but it's going on 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't need a big jolt of caffeine right now, so I'm just gonna drink a little bit of this and put the rest of it in the fridge and drink it tomorrow morning. What? Yes, I'll pop it in the microwave, nuke it, and drink it. Again, I am not a snob. I just enjoy fresh roasted coffee. Well, I hope this was instructive. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section. I hope you will begin using pour over as a method for doing your coffee, because it's a wonderful way to enjoy. Thank you.